The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Authorities have identified more persons of interest in the disappearance of several cockfighters in Batangas. We have PNP spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo over the phone to discuss that more. Good afternoon, Colonel Fajardo. Is there any update on this? Have we found these persons of interest?
Yes, ma'am. The CIDG is continuously conducting its investigation relative to the disappearance of these cockfighting aficionados. And yesterday, the Special Investigation Task Group that was created to focus on this investigation has already identified at least 2 persons in interest, which is now subject of manhunt operation, ma'am.
All right, Colonel Fajardo, good to hear that there's been some progress there. But what about the search for these missing e-sabong players? Have we found any of them? Any new leads on your part on their possible whereabouts?
So far, ma'am, what the CIDG gave us as an update as of their yesterday hearing that they already collated some CCTV footages wherein one of the vehicles that was used by the cockfighting aficionados rented last January 13 was seen leaving one of the identified cockpit arena, and that is now the basis of the investigation being conducted by the CIDG, ma'am.
All right, so all of them being in one arena was the common denominator. Apart from that, Colonel, do these missing individuals have anything else in common?
That is also part of the investigation being conducted by the CIDG. And another group was allegedly missing in Laguna, and another is in Batangas. That's why that was the intention of the Chief PNP when he directed the CIDG to lead the investigation. And the cockfighting aficionados reported missing in Laguna. We have a very good lead now, and although I cannot go into details so as not to preempt the ongoing investigation, but suffice to say now, ma'am, that we have a good lead, and hopefully we could resolve these cases the soonest possible time, ma'am.
All right. If you are at liberty only, Colonel, can you share if there are any other angles being looked into in this case, in this specific case, and the disappearance of 26 e-sabong players, aside from game fixing, or is game fixing really, looking at e-sabong as the main reason for their disappearance?
Yes, ma'am, we are looking at the game fixing as one of the motives behind the disappearance of these cockfighting aficionados. However, we are not discounting possibility that there are another angle. One of these is a group of individuals who might have suffered loss just because of the game fixing being practiced by dismissing sabongeros, ma'am. We are not discounting any possibilities right now, and the CIDG is really looking at other angles aside from the game fixing, ma'am.
Okay, Colonel. Now, having said that, are you guys still looking at one single e-sabong operator that is linked to this incident, or are there now other operators being investigated currently?
Right now, ma'am, we are focusing on the 3 identified cockfighting arena. We have not gone past the operators of the so-called e-sabong operators because the investigator is now leading based on the evidence collected so far, ma'am.
All right, still a lot of moving parts here. Thank you so much for giving us those updates and for your time. PNP spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo on the line. Thank you, ma'am. And our presidential candidates continued on their campaign trails today. Supporters of Manila Mayor Isko Moreno filled a covered court in Montalban, Rizal, where he is scheduled to participate in a town hall meeting. He is joined by his running mate, Doc Willie Ong, as well as their senatorial slate. Presidential aspirant and Senator Manny Pacquiao visited the Pacman Village in Sarangani. This village is one of Pacquiao's 5 housing projects in General Santos City and Sarangani Province. Joining him are senatorial candidates Rafi Tulfo and Lutgardo Barbo. And presidential aspirant Caleodi de Guzman considers his proclamation rally a success despite a possible election offense. The COMELEC flagged de Guzman's campaign kickoff on Tuesday for not having a permit. De Guzman said they applied for a permit on February 6, but they encountered some problems in securing LGU documents. And with just less than 3 months to go from the elections, no presidential bet has secured the endorsement of President Duterte. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez with the story.
On the eve of the start of the official campaign period, President Rodrigo Duterte announced he will not be officially backing any presidential candidates. Duterte on Monday said almost all aspirants had sought his endorsement.
At this time, I'm not supporting anybody. Unless there is a compelling reason really for me to change my mind.
Duterte earlier backed his longtime aide Senator Bongo, who later dropped out of the race. This left the ruling party PDP Laban without a standard bearer for this year's polls.
Patuloy pa rin po yung ginagawang consensus building at pagdesisyon ng PDP Laban tungkol po dyan sa desisyon na yan.
In his Talk to the People forum, the president mentioned he has been sending his belongings home to Davao as he plans to move out of the palace by next month.
So I should be out by March. Hindi ko na paabutin ng Abril.
The president has maintained his very good satisfaction rating in the latest social weather station survey. December 2021 SWS data shows Duterte got a plus 60, which is 8% higher than his rating in September last year. Duterte's term will expire on June 30, which is also the official start of his successor's 6-year administration. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
Here's the latest in sports. Sun and Neo Phoenix guard Thirdy Ravenna will join Gilas Pilipinas in the upcoming FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers. Ravenna posted an Instagram story confirming that he is back in the Philippines. Ravenna will join former Ateneo teammates Ange Kwame and Will Navarro. Olympic gold medalist Heidelin Diaz receives the Benilde Medallion in recognition of her achievement in sports. The medallion is the De La Salle College of St. Benilde's highest expression of institutional recognition and appreciation. And Phil-Am Eric Spoelstra is one of 4 active coaches who made the NBA's list of 15 greatest coaches of all time. Coach Spo, who has 2 rings under his belt, joins Miami Heat president Pat Riley on the list. This list was determined by 30 current head coaches and 13 former head coaches. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.